Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today, the breathwork technique that we are going to work on is one that comes from yoga. So you may have heard of this before. It is where you just go through an exercise and maybe you're straining too much while doing the exercise, or it's getting uncomfortable, or you're running a race, for example, and you're just feeling really uncomfortable and you're tensing up. And this is where you just breathe into that space where you're putting all of the tension and just let go. And another element to it that I like to use is where I just think about breathing in and thinking about white, light, or whatever you want to do. You don't have to do this part if it seems a little bit too out there for you, but breathing that into the space that feels the tension or the irritation, and then breathing out and thinking about gathering any of that discomfort or pain or tension, and just think about that coming from that space and breathing that out. I usually imagine that as something gray or black or whatever helps you. And again, you don't have to add that second element onto that if that feels a little bit too much for you. The other thing I want to say about this is that this is also something where you should not be doing this if you are getting dizzy, you feel like you're going to pass out, you're feeling like you're having heart palpitations or anything with your heart, you're having some weird rash, anything like that. This is not meant to substitute for going and getting urgent medical care that you need. This is more just, you can use this while you're going through yoga poses or while you're doing a workout and you realize that you're putting too much tension or discomfort in your body when it shouldn't be there. And again, I've also used this in races where I've done a lot of endurance sports such as marathons and triathlons, and you get to the point where you're just feeling really tired, and this can be a way to just rejuvenate and relax your body and carry you through until you're done with the race. Or if this is something extreme, again, like don't keep running if you have a broken foot or something like that. But what we're gonna do then for this exercise is let's focus here on your neck and your shoulders, where your traps are up here. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take a couple of breaths here, just normal breaths. Okay, and then what you're gonna do on this next breath is you're gonna think about breathing in and letting that tension go when you breathe out. And then also when you breathe in, think about breathing and directing that breath coming in directly to that space, which right now is going to be your shoulders up here, your traps. And breathe in and think about that going directly to that space, and then breathing out and envisioning that as any kind of tension and releasing that and letting it go. So breathe in and think about that breath coming here. And breathe out. Just let go of any tension in that area, and let's do that a few times. Okay, just a couple of breaths here still. And hopefully that has just made you feel a little bit better, a little bit calmer, a little bit more relaxed. Again, this is used a lot in yoga when you're in an uncomfortable pose and you breathe into that space that feels the most tension with that exercise. Again, this doesn't substitute for making sure you have proper form or taking care of any major health issue that you have going on, but this is a way to just relax your body and ease into whatever is going on. I have also used this when I've had a couple unfortunate incidences where I was on my way to the ER. You can't control everything that's happening around you, but if you can at least control your breathing, that can just help you not be in that moment of panic and just help you get to that next point where you can get to higher care if it need be. But in general, again, this is more used in yoga and possibly when you're doing a bar class, just to calm the body and just let any tension go. All right, hope this is a fun one for you guys to do this week, and I will see you next week.